We've seen it in the movies, where sailors are captured by pirates and forced to walk the plank. A seemingly difficult challenge to survive, as a sailor is usually tied up by the ankles, waist, or wrists with rope, making it impossible to swim, along with the fact that they're in heavy clothes and a long way from shore. But how hard would it actually be to survive walking the plank? Can you actually swim with your wrists and ankles tied? I'm about to test this all out and finish it off by recreating a scene from Pirates of the Caribbean by swimming over 100 meters to an ocean shore in a pirate's outfit with my wrists tied. Let's do it. All right, we're here at the pool. It's freezing cold. It's the middle of winter here in Australia. Now, the first challenge we're gonna do is tying our wrists together behind our back. And then if we can escape like that, the next thing we're gonna do is with our ankles, and we're gonna finish off with our wrists and ankles together to see who can survive. Now, because we're in a public pool, we can't exactly just tie our wrists with rope and our ankles and just jump in, because obviously it'll probably freak people out and we'll get told off. So what we're gonna use is these stretchy bands, and we're gonna tie them between our wrists, behind our back. Obviously, they're gonna keep our wrists together, but if at any point we need to escape, we can obviously just stretch our hands and release. So it is totally safe. At the end of this video, I will be using real rope and actual pirate clothes, and I'll be jumping in the ocean, so we'll save that for later. Let's get into it with the very first swimmer.
Oh, walk that plank, matey. Arr.
If the rope was tied around your wrist super tight and your palms are glued together, there's no way you'd be able to get it from behind your back to in front. As soon as you can open your hands a little bit, you can get your hands around quite easy. I was actually getting pretty fatigued fairly fast, and I would probably give myself half an hour before I really start to fatigue and probably drown. The next thing we're gonna try, hands free, but our ankles are tied together. So let's see if that's any easier or harder. Who knows? This is very difficult. I would definitely say that this is harder with your arms fatigue much faster. That's extremely tiring. Just from like 2 minutes of in that water, exhausting. I think I'd probably survive 15, 20 minutes before I'm out of it. Unless you can, within that time, actually untie the rope using your arms. Otherwise you're stuffed. We're gonna try ankles tied and wrists tied now to see if we can survive.
I'm excited to get back in the water. I'm bloody freezing out here. Wow, it's real shit. I could feel almost the panic going on. If you're trying to kill someone in the ocean, that's the way to go.
My turn to see if I can last any longer than Olivia. Did you know that the most dangerous pirates in all of history weren't buccaneers, Vikings, or butt pirates, but in fact, internet pirates? Online hackers that surf the net, hunting for your data to sell like a chest of gold. And knowing you, Chris, Jack, and David, you boys probably wouldn't want people tracking your search history and location. The easiest way to protect yourself is to install NordVPN. NordVPN cloaks your IP address and protects your connection with robust encryption. This way you can keep your personal data safe and your online browsing private. Safe browsing is great and all, but I mainly use a VPN to watch international shows. For all my non-Australian friends that would like to watch me smash a world record on Australian Ninja Warrior, but always get denied, all you have to do is switch your location to Australia using NordVPN, and boom baby, you're in. One account can be used on 6 devices, so split it between your mum, your dad, your sister's parents, your uncle's brother, or your grandparents' children. So use the link in the description. They're offering a 30-day money-back guarantee, and then it's as cheap as a cup of coffee. It would mean a lot if you supported the channel and clicked the link in the description. Now back to the video.
All right, ready?
Oh, this is the best I've got.
Wow. Wow.
All right. Don't give up. Olivia's used to me lasting about 15 seconds, so it's nothing new. But That's difficult. That's very, very hard. Why is it not surprising that having your ankles and your wrists tied together makes it impossible to swim? I mean, I also attempted to swim with my arms tied in front of me, but it didn't seem to make any difference at all. All right, we're down here at the pool. It's beginning to rain now. We're all getting wet. No one wants to get wet while they're at the pool, do they? Now comes the time for the real test. I'm gonna head over to the beach and jump straight into the ocean and see if I can swim all the way to shore. Ahoy, me hearties, we're here. We're about to walk the plank. The way we're gonna do this is just like in the movie where Jack Sparrow jumps off. He gets his sword thrown in, he dives in after it, and then he has to swim to shore. Now in the movie, Jack Sparrow has his arms tied, but he has his ankles free, so we're gonna replicate that today. I'm gonna throw my sword in, dive in, and swim from here all the way to the shore, which is a good 150 meters. It's a long way to swim. I think let's just get into it and see how we go. All right, let's go. My pants fell down. It's definitely a lot heavier with the clothes. I've got a long swim ahead of me. I tried swimming underwater to make it easier, but the salt water was burning my eyes. 7 minutes in, I was halfway there, but I was struggling to keep my head above water. The fire at life. Swimming that far with just your legs only. It's exhausting, but I did survive. And if this is a real life scenario, I'd like to think that I'd actually have a pretty good chance of making it to the island. On the next video, I'll be training like Roger Federer for 30 days, so make sure you subscribe to check out that one.